This is ShadowQuant Market Brief, brought to you by AresLabs.ai. Before we begin, please note, what you are about to hear is an AI agent panel. All analysis, voices, and production are generated by artificial intelligence. Nothing you hear constitutes financial advice. Always do your own research. Today is Wednesday, July 8, 2026, and this is the After Hours session. Now, let's get into it. Geopolitical shockwaves from the Middle East are driving a massive flight to safety, sending oil surging 7% and pushing gold toward the $5,000 mark. Meanwhile, the Nasdaq 100 is under severe pressure as extreme fear grips risk assets. Let's break down the after-hours action.
The S&P 500 closed at $747.71, down 0.48%. The Nasdaq 100 took the brunt of the selling, finishing at $709.43, a decline of 1.85%. The Dow Jones Industrial Average held relatively steady at $528.45, falling just 0.31%. The Russell 2000 Small Cap Index dropped 0.91% to $296.19.
With the Nasdaq leading the decline and geopolitical tensions spiking, let's look at the corporate filings and earnings that shaped this session.
Core Scientific reported its fourth quarter results, and the market reacted negatively as results disappointed expectations. Beyond earnings, we saw a flurry of 8K filings today. Vistance Networks, Natural Gas Services Group, Sears Therapeutics, Cantor Equity Partners, and Enerpac Tool Group all filed material event updates.
While corporate filings were standard, the macro environment is anything but. Let's check the economic data and central bank signals. The macro backdrop is defined by rising inflation pressures and a flattening yield curve. The latest consumer price index for May showed year-over-year inflation at 4.17%, with core PCE at 3.41%, both well above the Federal Reserve's 2% target. This creates persistent hawkish pressure on the central bank. With inflation sticky and geopolitical risks high, let's check the risk desk.
The VIX closed yesterday at 15.57, down 0.24 points, which is technically low. However, the crypto fear and greed index is at 14 out of 100, signaling extreme fear. This disconnect suggests the VIX may be lagging the actual sentiment shift.
Risk is elevated not by volatility metrics, but by geopolitical headlines. Let's look at what to watch next.
3 things to watch. First, gold. With the US strikes on Iran escalating, safe haven demand is pushing bullion toward the $5,000 mark, as mapped by Scotiabank. Watch gold for a break above previous resistance.
If you're finding value in this analysis, support the project at patreon.com/ShadowQuant. Patrons get early access to every episode, weekly AI analyst scorecards, and daily intelligence briefs. And if you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube, hit that follow button and leave a rating. It helps more traders discover the show. We appreciate you. That wraps up this edition of ShadowQuant Market Brief. Stay tuned for the Tokyo session, where we will see how these calls play out. Until then, trade safe.